Hey guys, it's your girl Mona Lisa, and I'm coming at you with a new segment called hashtag TTST, which is Throwback Thursday Storytime. Now, basically what I'm going to do is today's Thursday, so I'm going to start doing my story times on Thursdays. Not promising every Thursday, but that's what I'm going to do my stories. So this is not really a happy story. It's actually kind of a really scary story. And it's scary that it happened, and it's scary that it happened when it happened, and it's just a scary story in general. But it happened about 15 or 16 years ago, I want to say. So where I used to live was in a nice community, but my elementary school, this was when I was in elementary school, and my elementary school was about a 20-minute walk away from my house. And I was in grade 5, and my little brother was in grade 1. Yes, my younger brother was in grade 1 at the time. So I would walk him to school, obviously. This one day in particular, it was just a regular day. We were walking to school by ourselves. Sometimes I would walk with friends, but to this day, for some reason, we were walking by ourselves. And as we were walking, I heard someone open their door, like they opened their house door, and they were like, "Hey, you kids, get over here." So I looked around, I was holding his hands, and I looked around and I was like, what? And then this person came out. I saw the guy like running out of his house. He's like, "I'm gonna kill you." And he starts running. So I'm like, "Shane, run." That's my brother. I'm like, "Shane, run." And we started running and running and running and running. Like we ran all the way to school. And it was so scary, and I'm like, okay, maybe he was just joking, you know what I mean? Maybe it was just a joke. So when we got to school, we went to the office, obviously, told the principal what happened. They called our parents, called the police. The police brought us to show us which house the person came from. I wasn't quite sure. It was like one of two houses, because the way like we ran, I didn't really get to see exactly which house the person was coming from. So I was like, it's either that house or that house or that house, right? So then they're like, okay. And the thing was, I thought maybe the person was just trying to play a joke on us. But there was another girl that I went to school with. I don't remember her name right now. But she was walking to school by herself that day. And she was a year younger than I was. And the same thing happened to her, except he fired a shot at her. And I was like, wow. And it was the exact same day when she came to school. While me and my brother were in the office, she came in the office the same time. And I was like, wow, like that's so ridiculous. It was just like so mind-boggling that something like this could happen. Just to the little kids for no reason. And it's so sad that there's people out there that are like this, you know? After that, they put us on the school bus. They put me and my brother and the girl on the school bus, because there was a school bus, but it was mostly for like younger kids. So my brother could have been on it, but because I walked with him, my mom was like, it's okay, you guys can just walk together. But then because of what happened, they put all 3 of us on the school bus. There was an investigation and everything. I don't even remember if they caught the guy or not, but it was ridiculous. And I completely forgot about this until the other day when my mom and I were driving, and I was like, let's go back into the old area. And we started driving around the old area, and we were just reminiscing, and we drove past that street, and I was like, wow, you know, like it's one of those repressed memories that you have. But yeah, it was a very scary time. Like I ran, I booked it, I almost left Shane, because I like the way when you get scared, right? It's like a fight or flight, and I'm like, flight, I'm flying away. Ain't nobody trying to fight. This man said shoot, that means he has a gun. Nobody's trying to fight him. So I'm trying to run, and Shane's a little, like he's in grade 1, and I'm like, Shane, run! And I'm running, and he's like falling behind me. So I had to click in my mind, like, this is your little brother. You can't leave him. So I had to like slow down a little bit and get him, and like I was kind of like pulling him while I was running, because he wasn't keeping up. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Because I had to protect my brother. Like it was ridiculous. Wow, it's so weird how there's so many people like this. I don't even know, but Anyways, guys, I know that wasn't a very cheerful story time, and it wasn't a very long story time, but it was just a short story that I remembered, and I wanted to share it with you guys. You know, just be careful when you're going to school, when you are sending your children to school. Just be careful, just know where they're going, who they're with, you know, and teach them how not to, like, teach them how not to talk to strangers, even though we weren't talking to strangers, but, you know, teach them the basics of going somewhere, and just try to always make sure that when they're going to school or something that they're not going by themselves and they're always in a pair, because I feel like that's why that he shot at that girl, is because she was by herself. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later, and I hope you enjoyed this story time. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe and join our family. I'll talk to you later.